We are lucky to live in a beautiful Victorian town, but sadly, many historic streets and local communities are blighted by the use of HMOs. Whilst I support more housing, this is not necessarily the most effective way to provide it. Issues include antisocial behaviour, bins overflowing, parking problems on very narrow Victorian streets. To give you one example, I've had some dreadful reports of noise from student parties linked to HMOs, which carry often, particularly in the summer when windows are open at night, and can cause disruption to many residents over quite a wide area. I would like to also support and commend Reading Borough Council for their work on introducing Article 4 directives. And I wanted to discuss this and perhaps raise it with the Minister as well. And I should also declare an interest that I was a councillor on Reading Borough, and I was involved in implementing some, or certainly consulted in implementing HMO Article 4 directions. And the issue I'd like to raise with the Minister is whether it might be possible to look again at the process for both implementing these and the way that they work in practice. My experience is they can be very helpful. However, and councils often are quite brave to take this on. I would like to thank Reading for its work on this issue. But there is still the possibility of HMOs being created within an Article 4 direction area. And I would like to ask the Minister whether it's possible to tighten up the current Article 4 regime to make it even harder for HMOs to operate within these areas. I do appreciate there's a need for them in certain parts of towns. However, the clustering effect, particularly in certain streets where there are serious parking and bin issues and other issues, can be overwhelming for residents. And as the member for Mansfield quite rightly said, it can change the nature of a settled community where residents will often know all their neighbours by their first name, will have a wonderful relationship on that street, and to have transient residents can cause real challenges.